Hi everyone, my name is Manish and welcome to the Manish Niche. Today we're going to be looking at a hard drive that we got some time ago. My wife and I got this to back up some photos and videos, and we found when we were copying lots of data to it that it stopped working properly. We only got a few tens of gigabytes copied over before it stopped doing anything, and the transfer speeds were really slow and it just seemed to be behaving very strangely. So I took it apart and found some really interesting information. So let's dive in. Okay, this here is the hard drive in question. Came in a really nice carry pouch, USB cable, and it's got a convenient USB-C port, so I could use my own USB-C cable if I wanted. Let's take a look. Nice sleek case, no markings, no branding of any kind. We bought this off Amazon. It was rated to be a 2 terabyte solid state hard drive. Let's see what's inside. I've already pried open the back, but you can see I've had to do some digging with a screwdriver to pop off this back plate. That was glued on, and then no clips or anything in place. So then once that was off, we can push this through and slide that out of the case. And inside this massive case we've got this tiny chip, and there was some glue holding this in place which I pried off, and some kind of foam tape that was anchoring the back end of this. I also removed that. Let's get rid of the glue. And with all that off, it's a very simple circuit board plugging into that slot, so we can pry that off. And what we have here is just a circuit board that's got a USB-C port, some a resistor, some capacitors, the signaling processing, a small chip there, and then a larger chip here, which is the main storage chip. Now, it's very hard to read out the markings. The board marking is labeled CF886B, and then the chip itself, can I get the camera to focus on that at all? Focus. Oh, no, it's not focusing. Maybe I have the background. Will the camera focus? No. Okay, that didn't work. But let me see if I can read it out to you. 20. Oh, upside down. That would help. If 164B08 UCT2-38 on the top line. Bottom line is 2333-3992732.07. So I googled that chip, couldn't find much information. There were a couple of threads indicating it might be a 64 gig storage chip, which seems to be about what I expected. Maybe 128 gig. It'd be a long way off the 2 terabyte that were promised. But it does show up as a 2 terabyte drive when I plug this into the computer. So there's something in here that will basically fake a much larger storage capacity. Now for there's nothing on the back side, unfortunately, just some pins underneath the gluey tape. So unfortunately all we got is basically it's not even a terrible price for what we paid to get a, I think we paid about $44 or something like that. And for 64 gig or 128, I did get about 100 and something, 110 odd gigabytes of data on it. So I'm thinking it could be 128 gig drive. It does work, but it's just extremely slow. We're getting about 5 megabytes a second transfer rate. So it's not a very fast chip at all. And my computer is completely out of focus now. There we go. So yeah, ta-da! Don't buy dodgy drives off Amazon. In future, we're definitely going to stick to branded drives from reputable companies like Seagate and so on, Samsung. There's some good chips out there, good drives, but unfortunately this is not one of them. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Just a little friendly PSA about finding good, reputable hard drives to buy. And yeah, hope you learned something too. If you have any similar gadgets, feel free to open them up and put them on YouTube as well, or at least share some photos. See you next time.